Let's see how to implement this like and unlike feature in Bubble. So you can see all the thumbs up icons, and by default it is of blue color. So if you click on this once, the like count increases and the color of icon changes to green. When you click it again, it comes back to its default state, which is blue color, and the like count decreases. So let's see how this is implemented. So we'll go back to our Bubble editor here. So let's start from a blank workspace. First of all, let me show you how the database looks like. So we'll go to the data tab on the left panel, and here you can see we have a product data type which has different fields like name of the product, images of the product, description, comment, tag, tagline. And then we have two important data fields for this purpose, that is vote, which is the number of vote that we want to display, and then we have a vote status. Now this vote status value will change whenever some user clicks on the thumbs up icon, right? So this by default has to be set to no, and the vote number should be set to 0. Now let's go back to our design page here, and let's first drag and drop a repeating group here and set the size to a little bit larger. And then we have to define the type of content. So for our case, the type of content is product, and for the data source we have to do a search for product. And then we'll close this, and for the layout let's select fixed. And for now, let's just add some basic visual elements like text. So we'll add a text element here just to show the product name, and then on the right hand side we'll have the actual thumbs up icon. So for that, we'll select a group here and place it. We'll just adjust its size to somewhat smaller, and then just change the background style to a flat color and change it to a grayish kind of color. And for the roundness, let's adjust it to 20. Now next we have to select a icon from here, and we'll change the layout of the group to fixed, and we'll place the icon at the center here. And for the icon, we want to select the thumbs up icon, right? So we'll click on icon and type thumbs, and then we'll get some different designs for thumbs up icon. So we'll select a basic thumbs up icon here, and we'll also add a text visual element to show the number of votes, right? And we'll adjust its size, and this is done. This is how the layout of the page looks like. Now to add the workflows, first of all, we added the data source to the repeating group, and then we'll have to change the text element. So we'll click on the dynamic data, and we'll select the current cell's product's name. Now for the group, we also want to add the type of content and data source. So for the type of content, we have product, and for the data source, we'll select current cell's product. And now we want to add the actual workflow to the icon. So we'll select the icon and we'll click on edit workflow here. And then we want to add two conditions, that whenever the icon is clicked, we have to check whether the button is liked or unliked. And then we'll have to change its status based on what the current status of the icon is. So let me show you here. So we'll click on the workflow itself, and then we'll add a condition on the only when option here. So we'll click here, and we'll have to select parent groups products vote status. So vote status is, just type it in here yes, and click on anywhere. And now when the parent group's products vote status is yes, only then the option will work whatever action we add here. So for that, we'll have to make changes to a thing here, and the thing we want to change here is the parent group's product, and we want to change the parent group's products vote. And whenever the vote status is yes, that is the button is liked, we want to decrease the vote, right? So we'll click here, this product's vote -1, and this is done. And we want to also change the vote status. So we'll click here on vote status, and we'll have to manually type here no. And similarly, we want to create another condition. So for that, we want to just select on this do Control C or Command C, and do Control V or Command V. Now the same workflow is copied, and we just want to change the conditions here. That is, whenever parent group's product vote status is no, we want to make changes to a thing, and we want to increase the vote by 1 this time. So we'll just replace the minus with a plus, and we'll change the vote status to yes. And this is all what we want to do. So now we have two conditions, and now let's go to our design tab, and finally let's display the number of votes here. So we'll just click on dynamic data, the parent group's products vote. So we'll add a condition here, that is, whenever parent group's products vote status is yes, and whenever the vote status is yes, the color of the icon should be green. So we'll select any green color here, and this is done. Now let's preview this, and this is how it looks. So we have some product names here, and when we click on the thumbs up icon, the vote count increases and the color changes to green, and when we click it again, the vote count decreases and it comes back to its default color, that is blue. So this is how the like and unlike feature is implemented in Bubble. So if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have some questions about Bubble or no code development in general, just comment down below, and I will see you on the next video.